Hi guys, let me just wash my hands because we are going to make today the most cute and fun meatballs you've ever had. Okay, and it's pretty hand intense, so let me make sure my hands are super clean. Now this, I'm not going to give you a huge history lesson. This is a style of meatball in Italy, in Abruzzo, and a region is Abruzzo, I believe, and a town there, Teramo or whatever. But basically, this is from pasta grannies. If anybody follows them like me, I love pasta grannies. And this is a technique and style recipe in that region. And it's part uh, veal, half beef on the meat. So we'll get that in here because we have to mix it, the two different meats together. We're going to blend it with the egg. Okay, that's the first part of that. And then we'll set it aside. This is going to, I've never made this. I have to do my confession. This is not my meatball recipe. So by any means, it's not. We want to get that all mixed in. The egg is the binder. We want to make sure the veal and the chopped meat mix together, the beef and the veal. Okay, because then we're going to go into another bowl and we're going to mix our cheeses and wet ingredients. That's good. You don't want to overkill it here. I don't do that with mine. Okay, now set that aside. Got to wash my hands again. Okay. This is a very labor intensive. The hardest part is going to be, and I'll show you when we get to it. I don't want to ruin the excitement and fun. And I don't want you to say, oh, I'm not doing that. Okay, now into the bowl. Let me read a little bit because, like I said, it's not my meatball recipe. I tweaked a little bit of mine, some of the pasta grannies. I looked at the original lady, Rosita, from Grandma's Pasta Grannies. Her name is Rosita, and she put just egg, salt, pepper, and nutmeg. I don't care for nutmeg in my meat. So it's more of what you can actually use if you don't want to do my mixture. Do your own meatball mixture to your favorite taste. Okay, so here I'm going to put, let me get a spoon, breadcrumbs. And everything's going to be in the description, but if you want to know, it's going to be the cheese, 1/3 cup of Parmesan, breadcrumbs, 1/3, seasoned breadcrumbs, fresh parsley. Oh, and I almost forgot the most important thing, and I didn't peel it. We already have a snafu. And ricotta. And that's okay, because I could talk and we'll work through it. That. Let me just get the most important thing I don't have is the garlic. And we need to press this through. So that shouldn't be too bad. Give me a second here to peel this. I haven't used my garlic pressing. God, I don't know how long. Or I could use a planer. Let me see if I use the planer. That may be even better. My planer. Now watch. Where is the planer? Always have a little snafu. That's a regular kitchen, right, guys? And it's one, this is a very large, so that's okay. I'm going to do right here on the planer and make sure that while I'm talking, I don't hurt my fingers. Because that's one thing I don't like to use the planer because of. I don't want to hurt myself. But it does need the garlic to be small and mixable. And then I'll probably add a little bit of a garlic powder. I'd show you guys that when what if I didn't have garlic powder, right? What are you going to do, run out for a clove? No, you're not. Get yourself some powder and you mix if you think you need more. So you're ready? It's a good amount. I'm going to get more. Going slow. Bear with me, guys, because the last thing I need on camera is blood in my meatballs. Okay. Let's get that out into there. And that should be enough garlic in our meatballs. Like I said, if not, what I'll do is I think I'm going to. I don't know why, but I feel for that amount of chopped meat for a pound, I'm going to want a little extra garlic flavor. I like them in my own meatballs, so watch me. See? I'm going to combine. Already, we have a Jeanine edition. Okay, what am I missing? I got the garlic, the parsley, the breadcrumbs, the Parmesan, the ricotta, the, okay, a little bit of oil to moisten this up. Okay, now this wet mixture gets all blended together, the ricotta. This way that blends into the meatballs better when you do it in this way. Okay, you combine two meats, and then we're going to combine this whole wet ingredient. Look at that. See, incorporating everything, all the flavor, because it has to be blended well throughout the meatballs. You want to blend it well throughout. Okay, now we'll take our meat back here. And here's the messy part. I'm going to wet my hands for this because you want to get this as incorporated as you can. Let me just get that off there. You want to get this very well incorporated. I'm going to put some, wash my hands thoroughly. I'm going to leave a little residue of the water on my hands. I'm not going to dry them. Okay, because now we want it all incorporated as best we can. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'll do a little of that. And you'll see that it's getting in there. You see? Want it well incorporated because these are your meatballs. You want the flavor to be dispersed throughout them perfectly. Okay, we're going for perfect here. And it's not, it's not written in stone like I always say. If you like a little more cheese in yours or a little bit more garlic or a little bit more parsley, do that. It's your meatball. This is the base. Okay. I'm going to wash my hands one more time. And then I'm going to show you the really fun part of this recipe. You're going to love it. Let me just get that. Okay, smells good. All right, now I have to wash my hands very well. I got to use soap to get the beef fat off. This is why I never have long nails or manicures. I keep my nails very short because I'm constantly washing my hands and I'm constantly working with food. And I have to eat it, so I want to make sure everything in my kitchen's clean. But like I say, in your kitchen will be you. In Gordon Ramsay's kitchen, it's Chef Ramsay, right? All right. Now, let's get a little bit of excess water. They have to be the traditional way, and the thing that makes these meatballs unique is they have to be tiny, very tiny, like wedding soups, tiny. So I use a half teaspoon measure. Do we have our plate here? Yes, let's start and get our plate and show you, because this is the most labor intense part of it. Okay, now show you. There's your meatballs, people. That little guy. Half teaspoon measure. Now we have to go. See, they come out fairly easy, but as you can imagine, it's going to take me and hubby quite some time. So you make sure it's level, and then it comes out pretty easy of the thing. I have several of them, thank goodness. Now we have to roll this entire bowl to get them this size, and then we'll come back and show you how to proceed to make the sauce for them and get them cooking. Hi guys, we're back, and hubby helped me, and this is what we yielded from that 1 pound of meat. Okay, I separated them because for my purposes we can't eat all this in a day, so we're going to cook these for today's dinner for me and Ben, and these I'm going to pop in the refrigerator till I can bag them for freezer. 1 sec. And that's how much you get from that 1 pound of meat. We will get 2 meals out of it. I'll make that again, or I'll do something else I could do with them. Okay, now here we go. On to part 2. This is my new induction. Hope that works. Let's get some sliced garlic. I used a very large clove. Okay. It says a few leaves of my fresh basil. Love when I could cook with this. This is wonderful. Quite lovely. Oh, I'm going to put 4. I'm going to put 4. This is fun. I can't tell you. I've been wanting to do this recipe for a long time. I saw it a while ago. Okay. Put the basil in fresh. Okay. It's starting to get up there very quickly. Like I said, it's a new pan. So we're gonna put it down a little bit. And they're gonna have a hard time frying up in here, but I need the depth of the pan because I'm going to put sauce right in the pan with them when they sear up a bit. Let me get my hands out of the way so I can see what I'm actually doing. And you could use whatever pan. You could do it in batches. I prefer to do it all at once in here. This way I can move them around a bit and toss them. You'll see. Be gentle but firm. All right, I got to focus a little bit, which keeps me quiet. All right, I heard that. You said finally. Finally, she shuts up. This is going to be wonderful. You know what this is? This is a real kid pleaser. It really is. My granddaughters would love this. Okay, see, now I could come up a little again. Huh?
You have one left.
You thought I was going to leave one? No, nobody left behind. Now, guys, all they're going to do at this point is we're going to fry them up a bit. Try to get a little brown sear on them. That's why I'm not overly touching them at this point. Let's see where we're at. Like I said, this is a new induction, and let me tell you something. Boy, that got hot quick. This is a duck's top. I'm not familiar to this. Okay, let me see if I can get it a little bit more for you. Cameraman shows me over. That's Vinny's on the other side. Feeling good today. Alrighty. See, now I'm going to move them just a little bit. Try to get familiar with my pan. Gently move them. I'm going to gently move them. Alright. Just gently move them. Try to get a brown seal like this on them if you can. I know it's an odd shaped pan, but this is the only one I have big enough to get them in all at one time because I'm not a batch girl. I don't like to do even my own meatballs in batches. I bought, and you'll see I'll cook with it when I do my meatballs. If I do them, it's a big 12 by 12 square, and I love it. I love it for chicken cutlets and all kinds of stuff because it's much more spacious. I can't do batches. I'd be there all day, especially on a YouTube channel, you know. That means more cuts, more editing. Who wants to do that? Who wants to watch that? Nobody. Let's bring her up a notch. No, I think the oil, I'm being impatient. But they do have to all get a good sear. Because once they're seared, if I do wind up breaking, all we're going to do is add 1 can, 28-ounce can of tomatoes that I have. Let those fry up a bit. I have already here, I pureed mine. Another thing is preference. You can, if you want, to just crush the plum in your hands. Everybody has a different thing. It's basically a technique, guys. This is that they're going to be baby meatballs. And another thing to tell you, in the traditional, they're made with a guitarra. A guitarra is it looks like this. It's a wood board with guitar chords, brass with guitar chords. And what they do is they fold out the homemade pasta on it, and then they have a roller that rolls through, and it makes a square spaghetti. That's what's traditionally made with this baby meatballs is a square spaghetti, and it's from that region. But I'm just liking the fact that they're tiny and you can get several on each bite of your fork, you know. All right, because I'm going to have to break once more until I can gently, tenderly get them all fried, and then I'll show you when we put the sauce in, because after that, they're just going to simmer away for 2 hours. So let me just come back. Okay, guys, they're seared enough. Come and look. And at this point, you're just going to add your sauce of choice right in with the meatballs. And because I only used 1 can, I normally would put a whole can of water. I'm going to use half for me so that it cooks down quicker. I'm expecting to let them sit in here for about 90 minutes. And once this sauce all reduces, we're good to go. We'll come back when we're ready to boil up some spaghetti. We're not doing square, we're doing round, and then we'll show you the finished dish and how delicious it is. Hey guys, we're back. The meatballs are ready. The sauce is reduced down to where we like it and enjoy it. If you like it a little bit soupier, yours will be different. But that's my sauce. We got some thin spaghetti done here. I'm going to drain it right now. I wanted you to see how I put it together. I'm going to put some in the pot first. What? Okay. It's very hot. I'm going to put some pasta back in the pot, a little bit of sauce, the way I normally do, and then I'm going to plate it and show you. I think this may be the best I've made in a long time because I'll tell you what, I cheated and tasted. I had to. These meatballs are absolutely scrumptious. Scrumptious in a way like my large meatballs are. I'm going to take some of this to toast, get this going, and then we will plate it beautifully. I only did the 1 pound for us, guys. I'm going to put all what I call now in my descriptions of this stuff, chef notes, all the things that you need to know to adjust. You're going to adjust this for 4 people, 6 people. But the method of making meatballs will stay the same. Cooking spaghetti doesn't change. You do, you do. Like I like to put it in a pot if I have a lot. I usually don't do this for the 2 of us, but there's not enough sauce, and if I don't want to eat all of that meatballs, I do it this way. I just put a little bit. I don't have quite enough here. I don't want it to look like it's pale. I'm a little skimpy on my sauce today. Bear with me because we really just want to show you. Now we're going to have to try to do a pretty twirl on here on the plate. And someone said you're not supposed to turn the pasta, you're supposed to turn the plate. I don't know about that, but we're going to try to get it as pretty as we can because she has to get her photo shot. Okay. And there is the pasta. Now we're going to take these beautiful meatballs and we're going to put them right on top. Oh my goodness. They're absolutely delicious. I tasted them already. I'm just going to plate them for your presentation and for our photo. And you can put as much or as little as you like on each person's plate. And let's make it pretty. You could put some fresh basil on it. We're going to put some Parmesan. Right? Put some Parmesan. Let me get another one of these beautiful leaves. I did take the time to gather it, so I might as well use it. It is beautiful. And we're going to put some Parmesan. Let me get a little spoon. And I'm telling you guys, the laborious part is making the meatballs. By meatball 50, I was exhausted. I'm not going to lie. But I did generate extra meatballs to freeze in a flat sandwich bag. And there you have it, guys. Beautiful spaghetti meatballs in the style of Abruzzo in Italy, the way they do it. And they are luscious. If you want, let me taste one. Complete it with the sauce. Because I know I have a little stray over here. I'm going to grab that one. Look at them. Oh my God. I'm going to say they are right up there in tenderness with my very own meatballs. I don't do them with ricotta, but I would keep this recipe, and that's what I'm going to write. I'm going to keep everything intact because they are like little pillows of loveliness. You're going to enjoy this one. It's a keeper. Okay, guys, until the next video, I hope you like me. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you keep watching my videos because I love making them. I'll see you on the next one.